I have a very heartbreaking story to break down to you guys about someone who was a true hero of the United States of America, and I will prove to you guys why indeed the Republicans are a bunch of fakers. So Ray Pfiefer, who is a beloved fire department of New York firefighter and Zadroga at Crusader, has died at 59 due to cancer that was associated with being a first responder to 9/11. So let me break this down really quickly. I'm sure most of you guys know this because Jon Stewart made it very aware. And this is how you know Jon Stewart's, number one, a good person, and he also gets shit done. Because he got these people healthcare by bringing massive attention to it, switching commonalities of people's thoughts to favoring it, and it was just an amazing job overall. But here's what NY Daily News says. They say, a beloved FDNY hero who tirelessly toiled at Ground Zero for 8 months, 8 months, after 9/11 and was driving force and getting much-needed benefits for sick first responders, lost his battle to cancer on Sunday. So, Ray Pfiefer, who once said he spent 27 years, 220 days, and 9 hours as one of the city's bravest, died at age 59. So this man not only toiled hard for 8 months at the site of Ground Zero after those sick fucks bombed the World Trade Center. Not only was he the victim of cancer so that he got healthcare for himself, he was a strong fighter, a huge crusader for all the other brave men and women who died or who were in terminal condition or in extreme horrible condition because of those toxic, smells and chemicals that they had to deal with at Ground Zero where we were attacked. Quote, Ray Pfiefer was a true fighter who bravely battled fires as a New York City firefighter and fought tirelessly for all the first responders who, like him, suffered from World Trade Center related illness. The entire FDNY family deeply mourns his loss. Gerard Fitzgerald, the president of the Uniform Firefighters Association, said Pfeifer gave it his all as a smoke eater and as an advocate for those suffering from 9/11 related illnesses. So he basically was not only a victim of cancer who died, but also was a fighter for that. So Jon Stewart was, if it wasn't for Jon Stewart, that Zadroga Act would not have passed. But essentially, the Zadroga Act was passed, and then it had to be re-upped because they wouldn't even do it permanently. So what happened was the Republicans had filibustered this. It had filibustered it in the Senate. So what that means is you have to get 60 votes. The Democrats didn't have 60 votes at that time because they didn't have 60 fucking senators. So what happens? You block health care for the true heroes of the United States of America. Oh, help the army and help the people. Why aren't you helping the first responders? They're the actual people who were the first people who came in, cleaned it up, and not only and symbolically said, hey, you fucking people who bombed our shit, we're building back up because you guys are a bunch of pricks who can't stop us. That's who it was. And instead of the Republicans being the one championing this, and I'll tell you why, it's because the way they were going to pay for it was through a tax loophole. Now, the Republican donors don't want a tax loophole, or closing a tax loophole, okay? So what the Republicans do is, even though they tweet every 9/11 every year and invoke it whenever they want to push their agenda of getting oil in other countries, even though they do all that shit, they don't act when it's time to act, okay? The Democrats have, this is where the false equivalency, you debunk it. The Democrats had most of the Democrats were in favor of it. They didn't have 60 votes to take out the filibuster. And you have Republicans filibustering it. And as a result, it just gets stuck in the Senate. It's just sitting there. So the Republicans, that is why they are a bunch of fakers. And this man, Ray Pfiefer, is truly a hero of America. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.